What's up, you guys? Thanks so much for tuning in today's video. I am trying out some new to me makeup from Sephora today in this video, and this is the final look. I absolutely love how it came out, and if you want to know how it came together, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so you can see I've already started my face. I started off with the eyes. My eyebrows are already done. The only new thing that I used for my eyes was the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist primer. This is a eyeshadow primer, and I think it went on really smooth. I like the way that it added just a little bit of color. It does blink out my eyes, which I did like that, and it went on. Once I blended it out, it dried really smoothly. I didn't have a problem, and I noticed that with this eye, I have more folds here in the inner portion, and that went on really smoothly. And I think with my left eye, usually I don't have that problem, so I think I applied it a little bit more sloppy on this side, and I did notice the fold, so I did have to go back in with the eyeshadow that I used and go over it with some spray and stuff. So hopefully that fixed it. If you want to know what I used, I went into the Patrick Ta Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. I went in with these two shades, the lightest shades here. I just used that for my crease colors, and then for the lower lash line and my lid shades, I went into the Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity Luxe Quad Interstellar Icon. So I just created a nice spring look, but like I said, this video is not really concentrating on the eyes. As I said in the intro, I want to go through a lot of things that's new at Sephora that I haven't yet tried. When I did my skincare, I actually did try a skincare product. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I know, if I'm not mistaken, I purchased this back during Sephora's fall holiday sale, and I'm just now getting around to trying it. It went on really nicely. I can see why a lot of people like this. It's nice and thick. You don't need a lot. So I just took one little scoop, and I was able to disperse it all around my face. Even though it's a thicker texture, I don't feel like my face feels heavy or anything. It feels really moisturized. I went on top of with my SPF. I didn't have a problem with pilling or anything like that. So far so good. A lot of people use that as a primer, but I do have a primer that I want to test out, and this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer Longwear Grip Primer. I just have a sample of that. I've never tried this out, but I do like gripping primers. Oh, okay, so I didn't expect that texture. So it does feel cooling, I'll tell you that, because it went on to my fingers and it feels nice and cold. So let's see how this goes on the face. I'm a fan of gripping primers, my favorite being the Milk Makeup. That gripping primer is so bomb. And they do have a mini of that. I bought a mini. I'm still working through my mini. I was going to use it, but then I went in my primer drawer and I was like, you know what, let me try something, being I'm doing a test a new makeup video. So this one, I'm going to give that a couple of minutes to like absorb in, because it doesn't feel like it's so gripping. It feels more hydrating and moisturizing, if anything. I just took a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, now I can start to feel like a little bit of gripping now that it's starting to dry down, and with applying that second layer. So let's cover up this elephant in the room. Okay, so I woke up on Friday with like this huge shiner on my face. So I'm gonna take my Kat Von D Good Apple concealer in the shade Tan 177. I shouldn't even be putting makeup on it, but I want to cover it up, so I'm gonna put that there, leave it there, let that sit. Now these Kat Von D Good Apple concealers aren't new to me. I've been using them for weeks at this point now, but it's the first time that I'm using them on camera. So I did pick up two shades. Like I said, I have the shade Tan 177, and I also have the shade Tan 173. This one is a little bit more neutral tone, which I'm not really a fan of neutral tone concealers, but I do mix the two. So I'm just gonna apply this here, try to clean up that eyeshadow. So this is the Tan 177. I'm taking that around my face. And then where I need it a little brighter, I'm going to take the Tan 173. Oh, I didn't wet any beauty blenders, guys. And for this concealer, I find like I have to... Oh, I didn't wet beauty blenders, but I do have a new brush to use. These aren't new at Sephora, but they're new to me. I purchased the Sonia G Fusion set. Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm going to apply my foundation with that too. I'm probably going to use two different concealer brushes. So for the outer corner, I'm going to take this jumbo concealer brush, and let's go ahead and tap out the darker shade first. gonna go over where that bump was. Oh guys, see, it kind of like helped it disappear. I might not use two brushes. I'm just gonna wipe this one off. With this Kat Von D concealer being such a full coverage concealer, I don't really have problems with coverage. This is a really nice coverage concealer. Like, look at that coverage, y'all. Over my mouth, you guys know that's my main area. I'm always trying to cover my dark circles, and I'm always trying to cover above my mouth. That coverage above the mouth is everything with this concealer. Guys, I just blended out my concealer solely with this brush. I like the brush. I already knew I liked the concealer. The concealer, no doubt, hands down, one of my favorite concealers. I know I recently put up a video featuring the LYS Beauty Concealer. As a matter of fact, let's get that. I'm gonna grab this more as the same way I used it last time. This is the shade DPN1, and this one is a little deeper than my skin tone, so I can use this more as a cream bronzer, cream contour kind of situation. I'll go ahead and do that because especially my nose needs a little bit of definition. Oh man, I did the same thing I did last time. I don't want to use so much concealer on my nose, but I always end up doing so anyway. To blend out this concealer, I'm going to take the mini base brush. I'm taking that first brush that I used just for the nose because I don't want to go too crazy. Definitely used too much. I gotta stop doing that, guys. I gotta stop doing that. But let me go wet a sponge so we can blend this out some more, and then we'll get into the foundation. So I just wrung out my sponge. Hopefully the stuff didn't dry up too quick. But just try to go over it and blend that out. I don't know why. I just always have to blend my concealer out with a sponge at the end of the day. It don't even look like I need foundation, honestly, guys. With that Kat Von D concealer is the business. And I do like the LYS for the cream contour situation. Of course, I did put too much on my nose, but oh, and I took away the coverage from my spot concealing that I had to. Damn. But it still doesn't look as bad as it did before. So, now let's go into the foundation. So the foundation I'm going to try today is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Undetectable Stay True Foundation. I picked mine up in the shade 4N62, which is equivalent to their old Y505. So that's what that shade looks like. I'm excited about this actually because that word undetectable in this foundation just kept calling my name. I knew I didn't need any new foundations, but the packaging, the word undetectable, I was a fan of the original Makeup Forever HD foundation. I used that up, as a matter of fact. I think I had ended up decluttering it because I just had a little bit left. Not recently, this is years ago. But I was just excited to try this. So what I'm going to do is take this Sonia G Jumbo Base Brush, and I'm going to apply, that's one pump, and that looks pretty sufficient. So let's see how this goes. And I did swatch this foundation while I was in store, and I knew I wore the 505 previously, so when I swatched it, it seemed like a pretty good match. But you know how the lighting in Sephora be, so I'm hoping, yeah, I like that. I think this is a pretty good match actually. This is a perfect match. Undetectable is kind of right. Like, I don't feel like I have on makeup at all. I'm getting closer to the mirror. Like, wait a minute, hold up. That looks really good. I like that. So that one pump covered just this side of my face. Not so much my forehead or anything. That one pump was just enough for that one side of my face. Let me try to distribute it a little bit better and get that forehead covered. Guys, Undetectable is right. It feels very lightweight. And I don't know why everything feels cooling to me today for some reason. Is this foundation cooling too? It feels really good going on the skin actually, guys. And very lightweight. There is a scent to this foundation. Slightly fragrant. I'm not into all like ingredients and everything. If you're interested, definitely screenshot that so you guys can, you know, look at the ingredients and everything if you're interested, if you're into stuff like that. Now this brush blended that so good. I feel like I need a little bit coverage just on that little bump. So it's not a full coverage because I can still see the bump coming through. I screwed it back so you can see my face towards my neck. I think it's a really good shade match. So I already knew 505 is my shade, but you know, sometimes with reformulations and everything, the shade matches don't be right. But I'm happy they got this one right. I don't have a new setting powder, so I'm just gonna take my Gucci setting powder and just set all over the rest of my face, wherever I just didn't put that light reflecting powder. I just want to set the foundation, which I don't even feel like it needs to be set. That's the funny thing, like I really don't feel like I have anything on my face. After using all that powder, y'all know me and my dry skin, I need some moisturization back in my face. I'm gonna take the MAC Fix Plus. You guys saw me recently haul in my recent Ulta haul. If you missed it, I'll go ahead and link it. I'm not trying to set, I'm just trying to bring hydration back into my face, and that feels good. What else we have that's new in front of me? Oh, you know what? Let me finish up these eyes. I do have a new mascara. Just like I used the Rare Beauty primer, I'm going to finally go ahead and crack open this. This is the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Universal Volumizing Mascara. And I also think I purchased this during the fall as well, that same fall sale. I'm going to go into this without an eyelash primer. I've heard great things about this mascara, so I'm going to finally try it. I find like this. First of all, it's too much goop on the brush, so definitely wipe that off if you don't want to make a mess. But it's definitely lengthening my lashes. I don't find that it's so volumizing, but I do find that I can see my lashes really well. That is one coat of the mascara compared to nothing on this eye. I have the mascara on this eye. I don't know if it's the eye makeup that's making me feel like it's really not doing anything. Let me go in with a second coat and see how I like it. So there we have a second coat of the mascara. It was definitely buildable. It was easy to build upon. I still feel like my lashes are pliable, like they're not getting crunchy and not being able to move. I'm not at the spidery look yet, so that's a good thing. And this second coat actually did bring a little bit of volume, but I still find it to be more lengthening over volumizing. Actually, that is a pretty nice mascara. I'm not mad at it. Let me go ahead and build up my mascara on this side, and oh, we're gonna do some bronzing. I pulled out from my drawer the Huda Beauty Glowish bronzer. This is in the shade 5 Rich, and I have yet to use this. This is something else that I purchased towards the end of last year that I have just not gotten around to using. Let me go ahead and finish up this mascara on his eyes, and then we'll come back with blush, bronzer, all that kind of good stuff. And I have tons of lip products as well that we'll be trying out, so hang in there, guys. Alright guys, so I am back, finished up with that mascara. Maybe I should put another layer. The good thing about this is that it builds up, and I did continue building up this side. It builds up really, really nicely actually. Even after it's like fully dried, you can still maneuver your lashes and not feel like they're about to crack off. The more you build, the more volumizing it does become. I do find it to be lengthening and volumizing, which is not bad. And I don't even really feel the need to put on false lashes today. Now I want to go ahead and try this Glowish Huda bronzer. First of all, I feel like my face looks so good even without bronzer. Like, I'm a bronzer girl. Y'all know I am a bronzer girl, but I feel like my face looks good. And that just could be because I did that whole LYS, the cream, well, the concealer underneath. So maybe that's why I feel like I don't really need bronzer, but we're going to try it out anyway. Like, this is a try new makeup video. I'm going to use the same BK Beauty 104 brush that I had used to set my face. And I'm just going to see how this bronzer is. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And it feels so soft and lightweight. Like, at first I didn't even feel like I was putting anything on, but I can also tap it in here That is nice. But this Rich is nice. I wonder if they have a shade after this, because this shouldn't be the darkest shade. And if they have a shade or even two after this, then this is a nice range of bronzers. I'm not sure. And never mind my frizzy twist out. Let me tell you how I did my braids like a week ago today. And last week it rained like twice and I just wasn't taking my braids out. So I refused to take my braids out. And this is the twist out I got after a week of braids. Braids, twist. I do both. I braid my hair and I twist the end. Somebody had asked me to do a video, which I did film the video last week, and I did just unfilm me taking it out. But normally my braid out wouldn't be a week-long process, so I don't know if I want that video to be the video that I put up to represent my tweet out. And let me know if you don't care, then I will put it, because I've already recorded it. It just, you know, I just need to edit it. This is like a nice natural looking bronzer, guys, and it's not, it has like that hint of warmth where there's also like a nice little sheen to it as well. I am liking this bronzer, and I'm mad that it took me so long to try it. I've had it in the drawer for forever, and I just have not reached for it. So here you have it, guys. This is my finished look with me testing new makeup products. The foundation, I am not mad at this foundation. Undetectable is right. I told you that word kept calling my name, and that's exactly how I feel. I feel like I don't even have on foundation on my skin. I feel like this is a really good shade match for me. Again, my shade match, my shade that I picked up is 4N62, which used to be Y505. I am really feeling this foundation. It doesn't feel makeup-y. I hate like a thick, cakey kind of foundation, and this is not giving me that at all. I told you guys when I started this video, the KVD Beauty concealers are absolutely bomb. I think I keep mentioning them to you, and this is the first time I'm actually bringing them to you on camera. I just wanted you guys to see how flawless it looks, like above my mouth, underneath my eyes. Absolutely love those concealers. If you're looking for a full coverage concealer, I would consider the KVD concealers over the LYS concealers, which I did a full video if you want to see the three. In this video I only used the one shade, which was DPN in this video, but if you want to see three of them swatched and demoed, you can definitely check out that LYS Beauty video. This is more of a light coverage concealer, but for me, I'm looking for more coverage, so the KVD is where it's at. I'm definitely going to continue using this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched face base. It feels really good on the skin. I like that it's really thick, and they sell minis. You know I love me a good minis. And with it being nice and thick, but a little bit goes a long way, I feel like this will last me a good time, and I can continue to buy minis. I do want to mention that this does have like a citrusy smell. It definitely does last on your skin, and I feel like it lasted on my skin up until I started putting makeup on top of it. So take with that as you may. The Rare Beauty primer was really nice actually. I felt like it like smoothed out my lids and blanked out the space a little bit, and my shadows went on top of it with no problem. That was part of the reason why I didn't use like new eyeshadows, because I wanted to know how that primer would actually work. I didn't have any problem with like skipping or anything like that. So yeah, I will continue to use this primer. As far as the Rare Beauty mascara, I like it. I am kind of impressed, and I can see what everybody was talking about. It's nicely buildable. It does curl my lashes. It lengthens them, and I got a little bit of volume out of it after I built it up a couple of times. So I'm not mad at that mascara. We'll definitely be putting that into the rotation. The Makeup by Mario lip pencil, the Ultra Suede Cozy Lip Cream. Very cozy. This Urban Decay face primer, I'm not mad at this either. Like, I feel like it did grip my makeup on, and my makeup feels really smooth. And I don't know if it's because of the face base, you know, the face base that I have on, or the conjunction of them two together, but I like the way my face is sitting. My makeup looks like fully blended, and it's not sitting on top of my skin, but it still looks like skin, which is what I love. I love for my makeup to look very natural. Even when I do try to turn it up a little bit, I still want it to look natural. So I am happy. There was no duds. There was no duds, guys. There was no duds in this video. I'm not mad at that. I really love how my face came out. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Are you interested in any of these products? KSquad, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video, coming and chilling with me, hanging out with me. Let me know if any of these products are of interest to you. Have you tried them? Will you be trying them? You guys know the Sephora sale is coming April 1st. Since I do have a Sephora recommendations playlist, I'll go ahead and put that at the end of this video so you guys can check that out, just so you can get a head start and start to get your list together. If you're new here, I would love if you consider subscribing. And KSquad, I hope to catch each and every one of you on the next video. Until next time, y'all, stay blessed. Later, y'all.